Hey, friends. Hold on. All right. Let's get here and share this out. While I get everything shared out, I want to say hello to my parents. And not only do I want to say hello, I want to say happy 41st anniversary. Y'all, my parents have been together for 41 years. What a blessing. Um, you know, and we'll be celebrating soon. Let's see, where else? I want to say hello to my sister and all my family and friends who watch this. Y'all are the real MVPs. Okay. All right. So we're all shared out on Facebook. Let's go to Instagram. Let's go to Instagram. Well, let me turn this around. Okay. Guys, we are pretty much at the end of March. Like, first quarter is, whew, Rackboy Cam is an appropriate, nope, that's not it, pro name. And I have something to show y'all. Yeah, hey guys. Let me get this started. Y'all. So, I don't usually dress up or, too much for this show, but as you can see, I got my face done and I also have my nails done. I decided to have a little bit of fun, and put on some fun colored nails. No special occasion, no real reason. But I want to thank my lovely and talented friend Nicole for this lovely beat today. She's part of my quarantine, during this pressed panini. But yeah, I just wanted to do something different today. So I did. Okay, so today, guys, we've got some really fun stories. If you like RVs, I have a story for you. If you've ever done like a mobile home type situation. If you were a fan of that song Every Day We Lit by YFN Lucci and PNB Rock, I have a story for you. And if you're a Justin Bieber fan, there's a story for you as well. So yeah, we've got 3 stories tonight, not 4, but we like to have our discussions. We're going to have a good time. Super excited. Hey. What did you guys do for the weekend? Did you do anything fun? Did you go anywhere fun? Did you get vaccinated? They just moved us up a phase in my state literally today. So I'm going to get to a vaccine distribution site as soon as possible so that I can, give us free. Yeah. So, yeah, guys, we're going to have a good time tonight. If you're watching on Facebook, please say hi. I can see, that someone's there. Guys, so I always see that little eye in the corner of Facebook, and you guys, you want to hide out. I don't know why you're scared of me. I don't bite. I'm very friendly. I just want to say hi. But yeah, we are going to have a great time tonight. We are going to, discuss some things, have some jokes, have some laughs. Hey, Nessie Time, how are you, my dear? Happy Monday. Ooh, y'all. Oh, it's 8:05. Oh, actually, it's 8:06. Okay, let me hit the record button and we are going to get started, all right? Okay. Hello. All right. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Happy Monday, everybody. Welcome to NPL Legal Dish. This is my Monday through Wednesday live broadcast where I teach business and legal concepts using pop culture and celebrity news. If this is your first time seeing my face or hearing my voice, and you're like, who is this lady? Why is she on here? Why am I listening? I'm Natalie Pierre-Lewis. I'm the host of the show, and I'm the owner and operator of NPL Consulting LLC, a business formation firm. What that means is I help people like yourself get your business paperwork together. Things like getting your articles of incorporation, making sure you have EIN numbers and DUNS numbers, making sure you have contracts for clients and partners, basic brand protection strategies and hiring strategies so you don't get sued for discrimination. I help you establish all of these things with your business so you can grow and scale with confidence and you can hit these business streets with, with your paperwork in order so that you can do things like open lines of credit and get business loans and get your products into big box stores. All right. Now, if you're wondering why I'm qualified to help you do all of these things, I'm happy you asked. I am a licensed attorney, have been one for 15 years and counting. I've started multiple businesses for myself and others, both online and offline. I've had many careers in the realms of entrepreneurship, the law, education, hospitality, and administrative support. And most important, I'm very passionate about making business and legal education as accessible to everyone as possible. Not everybody has the time, the money, or the desire to go to business school or to law school, but a lot of you have amazing business ideas. And if you're going to be successful, there are just some things that you need to know. There's no way around it, okay? So that's why I'm here. So if you are in the startup phase of your business, or you just have a business idea and you're like, I don't know where to start, or, you've been in business for a little bit, but you know that you need some more structure, get in contact with me. Let's get you together. How are you going to do that? Go to linktr.ee/NPL Consulting Firm, linktr.ee/NPL Consulting Firm, linktr.ee/NPL Consulting Firm. There you can book a free 15-minute consultation if you are a first-time client. You can also book a Talk to Me Tuesday session where you get 25 minutes for $25 or a full 1-hour session. As well at linktree/NPL Consulting Firm, you can subscribe to the YouTube channel and the podcast. So if you ever miss one of these live broadcasts, you can catch up on your own at your leisure. At linktree/NPL Consulting Firm, you'll also find many of my digital products, like my video trainings and my ebooks. Like this month, we're focusing on DUNS numbers. DUNS numbers are really necessary. You need them if you're going to get your products into big box stores. You need a DUNS number if you're going to, get a line of credit for your business. You need a DUNS number if you're going to get a business loan. You need a DUNS number if you're going to get your app onto the iOS market space. So DUNS numbers are really important. So if you need a DUNS number and you don't know how to apply for one, you can pick up my DUNS number video training at linktree/NPL Consulting Firm. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I'm missing at linktree/NPL Consulting. Oh, yes. At linktree/NPL Consulting Firm is also where you can download the free Biz Launch cheat sheet. That is a PDF document that I have created to, it's a checklist so that as you're starting your business, you kind of have, a guide, you kind of have a guide, as to what you need to accomplish. Miss Whitney, you like my nails? Yeah, I do a little thumbs up today. But yeah, so go check that out at linktr.ee/nplconsultingfirm. Okay. But that is enough about my business side. Let's talk about why we're here for the show. All right. NPL Legal Dish. This is how it works, just in case somebody is watching and they don't know what's about to happen. So, the way that this show works is I pull stories from all sorts of places. I get stories from you, the viewers. I love that. I get stories from blog sites. I have Google alerts set up that come into my email. I might be listening to a podcast and they, talk about a story that intrigues me and also falls in line with what we talk about on this show, right? And I pull those stories and I pull the best ones. And we discuss them, okay? We discuss the business aspects. We discuss the social aspects. So this is a time for you to get involved. Ask your questions. Give your comments as long as they are respectful. This is a lot more fun when we participate, okay? So don't be shy. And I'm going to ask you questions. And I'm going to ask you to put emojis in the comment box. So get ready, all right? But yeah, so we are going to get started. And yeah, it might be a little short tonight. The stories are a little bit short, but the lessons are big. Okay. All right. So let's start. Who's watching right now? Is that Nessie time or is that Miss Whitney? Just kind of give me a hand raise so I know who's watching. But for those who are going to be watching later, if you have ever been, hey, Canna Cape Cod, how are you? Friends, if you are looking for, an oasis in the heart of DC, go check out Canna Cape Cod, okay? And the curator of Canna Cape Cod also did this lovely mug. All right, moving on to our first story. So, if you have ever been in an RV, meaning like a recreational vehicle, like those mobile home type things, give me some type of truck emoji. If you've ever been in an RV or if you know someone with an RV, give me some type of truck emoji. I've never been in an RV. I kind of want to experience one, not necessarily sleep in one, but just kind of like walk in and look around and walk out. Yeah, but even if you've never been in one, you know what I'm talking about. It's like it's a mobile home. People use it to go camping. Well, there is a company that is called they're called Camping World Holdings. Okay, they are America's largest retailer of recreational vehicles and, related goods, accessories and things like that, right? And they sell and they sell products under the name of Good Sam. Now, what type of products are these? They sell like insurance plans and financing plans for RVs. So they're more on the Nessie time. You said it's a very nice ride. Okay, maybe one day, I'll book myself into an RV. Hey, 76 Grimke. But yeah, so Camping World Holdings, they have this brand called Good Sam where they provide all types of services for, people who are interested in recreational vehicles and, and people who just like being in the outdoors. Like I said, they have insurance plans, they've got financing plans, they have forums, they have, social networking groups and things like that. So they provide an environment for people who enjoy recreational vehicles and just outdoor entertainment, right? And they've had a trademark on this name for their products, Good Sam, for about 55 years, right? That's a long time to have a trademark, but they've had this Good Sam trademark for about 55 years. Well, this company, Camping World Holdings, they are suing the company RV Advisor and its owner, Gigi Stetler. Why are they suing? What are the reasons they're suing? Camping World Holdings is suing RV Advisor for trademark infringement, for false advertisement, for unfair competition, and for deceptive trade practices. Now, keep in mind, we said that Good Sam, they've been in business for 55 years, right? So in 55 years, they've built up quite a reputation. They've got a fan base. They've got a loyal customer base that expects a certain level of quality from them, right? So they've been around, but then here comes RV Advisor, and they start promoting their own line of products called under the name the Good Samaritan Club, and they're selling, RV accessories, recreational vehicle accessories, and camping equipment, protection for whatever you're doing in the outdoors, right? So Camping World Holdings says, whoa. We have our brand Good Sam that we've been using for the last 55 years, and we are in the recreational vehicle industry. RV Advisor, you can't just come in this recreational vehicle industry and then name your line of goods, Good Samaritan Club. So they are saying that the name Good Samaritan, it's too close to Good Sam, particularly for their industry. So I want to know from you guys, is there room for Good Sam and Good Samaritan within the recreational vehicle industry? Is there a possibility of confusion between the two? If I'm a person who likes to go on vacation in an RV and I'm looking for Good Sam products versus Good Samaritan, right? Is there a possibility that I might see Good Samaritan and think that it's Good Sam? Canna Cape Cod said it's too close. Okay, and I agree with you. I think that Good Sam or Camping World Holdings, they're doing the right thing. They've got a very strong argument here. They've been in the industry for 55 years. People associate the name Good Sam with quality recreational vehicle products, particularly in the financial area. And if you have a company that is also within the recreational vehicle industry, which is kind of niche, and they're naming their products Good Samaritan, there's a possibility of confusion. 76 Grimke said she would be confused as well. Canna Cape Cod said, I'm hella confused already. Right. So Good Sam versus Good Samaritan. If you're confused, it comes down to this. It's Good Sam versus Good Samaritan. So Camping World Holdings, they are the owners of Good Sam, and they are suing RV Advisor, who is selling products under the name Good Samaritan. So I want you guys to guess. Now it seems like most of you guys are on the side of Camping World Holdings and Good Sam because they're the ones who have been around the longest, right? But what do you think the judge is going to say when they go in front of the judge? Do you think the judge is going to agree with the company that's been around for 55 years? Or do you think the judge might say, you know what? There's room for Good Sam and Good Samaritan in the recreational vehicle industry. What do you think? Ooh, my throat is dry, guys. What do you guys think? Do you think the judge is going to agree with Camping World Holdings and say, you've been holding it down for the Good Sam brand for all these years? So no, there can't be another Good Samaritan. Okay, 76 Grimke said there is no room for Good Sam and Good Samaritan. It's one or the other. All right, and I agree with you. I really do. I think that RV Advisor, they knew what they were doing because Canna Cape Cod said side with the veteran company. Right. Like, you knew what you were doing. The RV industry, I don't think it's so... Hi, Sharissa231. Nessie Time said there's room for both. Okay. And Nessie Time, you've been in an RV, so you're saying that there's room for both. Okay, well, reasonable minds can differ, but for me, I feel I don't know much about the recreational vehicle industry, but I mean, is it so widespread that people, that there are like tons and tons of brands, you know? Yeah, because I feel like there's only like, a certain amount of brands within that industry. Ken of Cape Cod said, there's room for both, but not with that name. Okay. They will steal their business by accident. Okay. Yeah. And I think that's exactly what, the Good Sam brand is afraid of, that people are going to see the Good Samaritan brand and think that it's associated with, their Good Sam brand, which it is not. All right. So we will have to wait and see what happens with that. If I find out what happens, I will, obviously let you know. Okay? All right. Moving on to our second story of the evening. Okay. How many of you guys know that song? Okay. The artists are YFN Lucci and PNB Rock, and he goes, "Every day we lit. Every day we lit. Something, something, something. Something, something, something." If you know that song, give me the microphone emoji. If you know the Every Day We Lit song, give me the microphone emoji. Now that song, it was pretty. It got pretty big. I think it's still pretty popular. I hear it here and there. But it's a very motivational song. Can of Cape Cod likes Every Day We Lit. Hi, hey Steve Nurse. Okay, thank you for the microphone, Can of Cape Cod. Yeah, Every Day We Lit is a good song. I like that song, right? Well, while you may like that song, apparently, and you may think that YFN Lucci and PNB Rock are, these innovative geniuses. Apparently, YFN Lucci and PNB Rock are thieves. So, YFN Lucci and PNB Rock just received a judgment against them for YFN. Steve Nurse, we're talking about the Every Day We Lit song, okay? But YFN Lucci and PNB Rock have a $1.7 million judgment against them. There is an independent artist by the name of Rackboy Cam. Apparently, prior to this song coming out, he had his own song that came out called Every Day Be Lit. Not Every Day We Lit, but Every Day Be Lit, right? And it was released months before YFN Lucci and PNB Rock got to it. And the choruses of these songs, if you listen to them, they're very similar to each other. Now, how would YFN Lucci and PNB Rock have stolen this song? Apparently Rackboy. Now the artist name is Rackboy Cam. Apparently Rackboy Cam had a relationship with YFN Lucci and PNB Rock, and they were talking about working together. He had even gone to Atlanta to meet with them. But nothing ever really came of it. And I'm assuming he probably let them listen to some of his music, right? So Rackboy Cam, when he heard this song, he went to court. He filed his lawsuit and he won. Not only is he getting a $1.7 million judgment, but he is going to get 50% of the writing credit royalties for that song forever and ever. So whenever there is a sale of that album, or whatever payments YFN Lucci and PNB Rock get, Rackboy Cam is going to get 50% of the writing credit portion because he had his copyright paperwork in order and he could prove that he was the originator of, the key part of the song. The every day we lit, the whole point of the song, the big thing is the chorus, right? Right. And not only is he getting the money, YFN Lucci and PNB Rock, they cannot promote that song without Rackboy Cam's explicit permission. 76 Grimke said this happens all the time. SNNC 14 said they tried to pull a Zuckerberg move on him. I guess they did, but he had his music out there already. Yeah, and he had Canna Cape Cod said, wow, he had his music out there already. And because that song did so well, and and he can prove that he, created the key part of the song, he's about to get broke off a nice chunk of change. Canna Cape Cod said, good for him. Yes, that is good for him. So congratulations to Rackboy Cam. And that is exactly why I named this episode Rackboy Cam is an appropriate name, because Rackboy Cam is pulling in the racks. All right. Okay. So the moral of that story is make sure you have your copyrights in order. If you are working with people, make sure you have, all your rights and things together. So if somebody tries to steal your work, you can go and sue them and get your portion. All right. All right. Give me 1 second. Before we move on to the final story of the evening, I want to remind you guys that you are watching NPL Legal Dish. This is my Monday. Nessie Time said, give me my buddy. Yes, this is my Monday through Wednesday live broadcast where I teach business and legal concepts using pop culture and celebrity news. If you are in the startup phase of your business and you would like some legal help, you don't know what form you're supposed to fill out, where do I go to find this? How do I create an operating agreement? I need an EIN number. If you need help with those things, I want to help you. Go to linktr.ee/NPL Consulting Firm and book yourself a free 15-minute consultation if you're a first-time client today, okay? And don't forget to pick up the DUNS number training that we are promoting this month. If you are already in business and you sell products and you want to get your products into big stores, or you want to start building a line, a credit history for your business so you can get, a business credit card or a business loan for your business, you need a DUNS number. And if you don't know how to apply for one, I have a video training where, I not only explain what it is, but I literally take you to the site and we apply for a DUNS number together. So go to linktree/NPL Consulting Firm and grab that today. Okay. Moving on to our final story of the evening. Okay. Is anybody here a Justin Bieber fan? Is anybody here a Justin Bieber fan? I wouldn't say that I'm a Justin Bieber fan, but Justin Bieber definitely has some songs that get my toes a tapping. Like, I like that Sorry song. Is it too late, girl, to say sorry? Thank you, Canna Cape Cod. Canna Cape Cod likes Justin Bieber. Well, if you didn't know, Justin Bieber just released a new album. 76 Green Gray, you don't like Justin Bieber? It's all right. Everything ain't for everybody. Justin Bieber recently released an album. He released it on March 19th. So, 3 or 4 days ago? Steve Nurse, men can like Justin Bieber too, all right? Yeah. So Justin released an album like three days ago. But here's the problem. The artwork on Justin's album uses a particular cross that another group is claiming they own. There is a French electro group by the name of Justice. They are saying that Justin Bieber's album artwork looks like their registered logo. They have it registered with the UK intellectual body or whatever you call that thing. Before Justin even put the album out, they say that they reached out to him. Justin had reached out to them about designing a logo for his album. So I guess he saw their work. He was like, oh, that looks really dope. Called them and said, hey, what do you think about us working together? They were like, okay, well, set something up, but nothing ever happened. Right. But then they're looking and they're like, hold up, Justin's coming out with an album and it looks kind of familiar. This looks like our design. This looks like our registered logo. So they sent Justin a cease and desist order on March 10th. They sent the cease and desist order 9 days before Justin released his album, but he released it anyway. And now they are, going after Justin for trademark infringement. Because it is a registered logo. So I want to hear from you guys right now, whether or not Justin copied the cross or whatever. I mean, I feel like it's pretty obvious, but I want to know from you, if they told him, if they said, hey, this album cover, it don't look too right, you might want to think about changing it. Do you think that 9 days was enough time for them to stop that machine of, album distribution and sending it out all over the place? Right? Is 9 days enough? Because Steve Norris said Bieber needs to break bread, and he probably is. Right? I don't think there's any doubt that it was copied. It looked pretty similar. But my question is, even if they got the cease and desist on March 10th, was 9 days enough for them to put, to stop that big machine of rolling out an album? What do you guys think? What do you think about it? What do you think? Okay, you guys, okay. Hi, A Dope Dream. Thanks for joining. Because for me, I feel like when you're dealing with an artist on the scale of Justin Bieber, 76 Grimke, he said not enough time, and I agree with that. Hi, DG99 Elohim. When you're dealing with an entertainer, a musician on the scale of Justin Bieber, things are happening months in advance, right? And it's very rare that, you can get things turned around. You think that was enough time, Nessie time? Steve Norris said they should have made a bootleg Yeezus album cover, right? But what I was thinking was, like, in the case of a musician like Justin Bieber, everything's happening months in advance. You've got interviews booked, you've got shows booked, you've got whatever booked, right? And if you get a notification 9 days before all of this stuff that you've been planning for months and months and months, goes off, like, is that enough time to stop it? Or are you just willing to go ahead because you've put in all this work? Everything's already, in motion. We can't stop. What do you think? I just don't think I don't think it was that Justin Bieber's team didn't care. I think that everything was in motion and they couldn't stop it. It's like they probably had commitments in place, and they stood to lose millions and millions and millions of dollars. And even if they get a judgment against them for this, it's probably not going to amount to the money that they would have lost if they had not kept all of the commitments that they have based on this album. But that's my opinion. You're free to disagree. Nancy Time said, I'm going against the grain tonight. You're right. It's not enough time. You don't have to change your opinion, girl. You are entitled to it. All right. Differences of opinion make the world go round. Don't ever, feel some kind of way because you don't think like everybody else. It's always that person who doesn't think like everybody else who ends up coming with something super innovative. All right. But yeah, so Justin Bieber, Might have to change the artwork on his albums or probably break off some bread to the French electro group Justice. But yeah, so yeah, okay, that's great time. So those were the stories that I had for you this evening. We talked about the recreational vehicle brands, Good Sam versus Good Samaritan. We talked about YFN Lucci and PNB Rock. And PNB Rock having to pay Rackboy Cam almost $2 million plus royalties because they stole Every Day We Lit. We talked about Justin Bieber being sued by a French electro group because he may have copied their trademarked logo. Yeah, so if you have questions about those stories, now's the time to ask. Or if you have questions about business formation in general, like articles of incorporation or DUNS numbers, or EIN numbers, contracts, trademarks, patents, copyrights, hiring strategies, things like that, now is your time to ask. I'll give you about 2 minutes to get your questions in. We will be back here tomorrow night with more stories. So, make sure that you tune in at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Nessie time, what time is it in California right now? So I can give the Pacific Standard Time. Because we're 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time over here. Yeah, but join me tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Make sure that you have downloaded the BizLaunch cheat sheet to keep in the know of what's happening over here. Make sure that you are subscribed to the YouTube channel and to the podcast so that if you ever miss a live broadcast, you can just watch it or listen to it when you're ready. I want you guys, so the show comes on at 5 p.m. in California. So 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. All right. As Steve said, when you apply for a DUNS number, do you have to present a business plan also? Not a business plan, but your business does need to be registered. Okay, Steve? You don't have to present a business plan because it's literally an online application, but you do have to show proof that your business exists. All right. Okay. Any more questions before we wind down for the night? I want you guys to take care of yourselves. If you have, stay safe. Look, even with the vaccine, the Rona is still out there. Wash your hands, wear your masks. Even if you've been vaccinated, please protect other people. Yeah, I think I'm going to leave it there. And I will talk to you tomorrow. Bye.